I told them we're not going to call it a Leo. We're going to call it a Jack for now, because the Leo is the king of the jungle. So when you become the Leo, that's a big deal, because you can do what a DN does and you can do what a linebacker does. So right now it's just more of what we call a Jack position. And yeah, a bunch of guys got a shot at it today. Jack got a shot at it. And yeah, there you go. Like him. I like him a lot. He's serious about it. The guy who's impressed me after the move quickly was Mitchell. Mitchell has done a great job for Coach Johnson, and then we put him in this Jack position, and I thought he showed up very well. So he's kind of been a guy who's jumped out at me.
Any other guys beyond those two that have been seen?
Yeah, JJB, right? He played a little bit today. He's kind of coming off an injury, so he got some walkthrough reps in it. Caden, I think, is a candidate, and I've liked some of the things that he's done in terms of his quickness off the ball. So he's a guy we're looking at. And then from the linebacker position, EA, we want to try to find a role for him. So we had EA involved in that Jack position and also in a Sam position, which we'll utilize sometimes against teams when they play two tight ends, which our offense does a little bit. So we've gotten EA in there, and Reed Carrico also in that Sam position against a two tight end offense. It started definitely as a run scheme disruptor, right? Because you talk to offensive coaches, and they're always, they have to make different plans for 3 down, then 4 down, and what are you, and can you do both out of the same personnel? So it starts as a run game disruptor, and then it goes to how to attack, protections. And now all of a sudden, once you got the guy moving around, you got him different places, now you see how the offense adjusts to that in their schemes, and you can come back with other things and counter in the passing game. That player is productive in terms of the pass rush, because I think they develop a mentality. They develop a mentality of being kind of a wild card. Being a guy who makes plays. I think it's a great recruiting tool. But yeah, it started in the run game. Take the zone read, easy, right? So now you take that guy and you send him off the edge. Is he taking the running back or is he taking the quarterback? So that I can make 2 different calls, and you got a speed guy, a tough guy coming off the edge. And which one's he going to take? It's a disruptor right there.
There have been some guys here, defensive ends at Ohio State, like Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa and Chase Young, guys like that who are great rushers off the edge. If they were in your defense right now, would they be ideal candidates for the Jack, or are there some guys that you think, I don't want to move them around. I want to let them get on that tackle and just rush the passer and not be the Jack?
Yeah, if they're that talented, those guys are exceptional in their field. You're not going to mess with them too much. You're just going to let them go and come off the edge. It might be fun, but you got to balance that with what are you taking away from what they do really well.